Everyone wants to know how much weight they can lose in a month, and I will give you the real answer, but the answer depends on which category you fall into. And there are three categories. So the categories are solely dependent on the fact how much muscle mass you are willing to lose along with fat. Okay, choose the wrong category and you will just end up weaker with a smaller metabolism, with loose skin, and you will ultimately rebound and gain all of it back. So you need to choose very wisely which category you fall into. All right. So the category one, this smart cut. This is what I recommend to actually 90% of you watching. The approach is fairly simple. You just have to calculate your TDEE first, which is the total daily energy expenditure, which is a combination of BMR plus your activity levels. You can calculate this using any online calculator. Number is not going to be 100% accurate, but you will get a fair range. What you have to do is you have to eat around 75 to 80% of your total daily calorie expenditure. And on top of this, you need to add some light exercise. That would be around 20 to 25 minutes of moderate exercise 3 to 4 times a week. That's it. So for example, a 100 kg guy with the 2500 calories as his total expenditure will have to eat 2000 calories. He needs to cut around 500 calories per day. And on top of this, you need to add some light activity, 25 to 30 minutes of home workout 3 to 4 times a week. So with this approach, your total weekly deficit becomes roughly around 3500 plus 1000 from the activity, total 4500. With this type of deficit, you can expect anywhere around 4 to 6 kgs of weight loss per month. Out of these 4 to 6 kgs, roughly 3 to 4 kgs are going to be your fat, and 1 to 2 kgs will be the water weight. And you might not lose any muscle at all, and in fact you might end up gaining a little bit if your exercise was literally next to nothing before you started. So this is how it goes in category 1. Now you might ask, who is this for? So anyone who has less than 40 kgs of weight to lose, which would be like 90% of you, I'm assuming. Second, any working professional who needs energy throughout the day as well for their work. And then the people who can train regularly at least 3 to 4 times a week, home workout is also fine. And people who want long-term sustainable results. This is the strategy I personally use with 90% of my clients. All right, let's talk about category number 2. This is the aggressive cut. And this is situational, only for very specific cases. So here's the approach. You have to eat around 60 to 65% of your TDE. An example, again, 100 kg guy with 2500 as his total expenditure will eat around 1500 to 1600 calories. That's roughly a deficit of 900 to 1000 calories per day. On top of this, you have to add some moderate exercise again. It would be more than the previous category, so you have to exercise like 45 to 60 minutes a day. It could be a combination of weight training and cardio. This additional workout will burn around 300-400 calories extra per session. So the total deficit will become around 8000 to 9000 calories per week. So what results can you expect with this category? A total of 8 to 10 kgs in the first month at least is very much possible. So the fat loss is going to be around 5 to 6 kgs. Muscle loss is going to be roughly around 2 kgs and around 2 kgs of water weight loss. And yes, you will lose muscle mass in this category no matter what. The important thing to note here is that if you are maintaining the high protein diet, which has to be higher than category 1, you have to eat around 1.2 to 1.6 gram per kg of body weight. So the 100 kg guy has to eat around 120 to 150 grams of protein per day. On top of that, you have to do some sort of weight training. Cardio alone will not cut it. You will have more muscle loss. You don't want that. And the most important part, this is only sustainable for 4 to 6 weeks. After that, you have to go back to category 1. Now you'll be wondering, who is this suitable for? People with 40 plus kgs of weight to lose. This is the most important part. Another thing would be people who have health complications which requires fast action. Then people who need double-digit weight loss in the first month for sustained motivation. And lastly, people who can handle some low energy temporarily, because it will happen. You will feel very low energy at times. Now, there are few warning signs you need to pay attention to so that you know when to stop. If you start to have extreme fatigue beyond the week 2 and your strength drops more than 20%, you have brain fog and mental clarity is not there and you feel irritated all the time, it's time to stop and switch to category 1. I personally opt for this category for very few select clients of mine, as not everyone qualifies for this. Plus, you need some expert supervision, otherwise there is a huge chance that you will mess up somewhere. So this brings me to the category 3, as you all have been waiting for. This is the crash diet category. Let me be very clear, do not do this. Do not do this. But you asked, so here it is. The approach is this. You have to eat below 1000 calories, which is extremely low. Taking the same example, our 100 kg guy will be eating around 800 to 1000 calories per day. That's a massive deficit of 1500 calories daily. And on top of that, you have to do excessive exercise at least 2 hours per day. What will actually happen? You will lose around 12 to 16 kgs in the first month. And here is the catch. The fat loss is going to be only around 4 to 5 kgs again. Muscle loss is going to be between 6 to 8 kgs, the 50% of your weight loss, and the water weight is going to be around 2 to 3 kgs. Here's why this fails every time. Number one, metabolism crashes. Body enters the starvation mode. You burn 300 to 500 calories fewer per day because of the adaptive thermogenesis which kicks in. Reason number two, massive muscle loss. Lost muscle equal to low daily calorie burn. Understand this. You will end up looking skinny, not lean, because your skin cannot catch up fast enough with your shrinking body. And strength, forget about it. It will be completely gone. Number three, hormonal issues. Testosterone will drop 20 to 30%. Thyroid will slow down. Cortisol will spike. And extreme hunger will return once you quit this. And number four, inevitable rebound. 99% of the time, you will end up regaining all the lost weight plus some more within the next 6 months. The only exception to this third category is medically supervised programs like bariatric surgery, where doctors monitor you highly and they put you on this type of diet. But even then, you will be eating very high amounts of protein and you will be under supervision. And even that would be only for 1 to 2 weeks. So this is something that you should never do. And I have personally seen this destroy people. They lose 15 kgs in a month, feel like that, lose all their gains, and then gain back 20 kgs in the next 2 months. Don't be that person. So finally, which category should you choose? Ask yourself this honestly. You need to choose category 1 if you can be patient. If you want long-term results, you have to be patient. You are less than 40 kgs overweight. You can train moderately 3 to 4 times a week. And you have done a yo-yo diet before and you have rebounded, so you know perfectly well what category 3 does. And if you're over 35 and you're a busy working professional, this category 1 suits you the best. Choose category 2 if you're 40 kg plus overweight, your BMI is 30 plus, you have health issues which require fast action, you need motivation boost in the first 4 to 6 weeks to continue, or if you can handle temporary discomfort. And then even you have to transition to category 1. Now, the final category 3, who should choose it? Seriously, just don't. If you're considering it, you need to talk to someone, and that someone needs to be like me who will just say no. So don't do it. So which category you are choosing? Comment below, category 1 or category 2. Or if you have any questions which will help you decide, leave a comment and I'll reply to all of them. Also, finally, if you are someone who wants hand-holding and want me to make a detailed holistic plan for you, you can check out the link in description and you can fill the form. In the upcoming videos, I'll show you exactly what you can eat in a day on category 1 and 2 to maintain the muscle mass while losing fat. And remember, the best weight loss plan is the one you can stick to. Choose sustainability over speed. And I'll see you in the next one.